Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nemeka Onyeka Odere. Contextually, most Nigerians do not actually understand the purchasing power of the naira and the real and intrinsic value of the naira today compared to what it was in 2015 and what it was today in 2025. There's this argument and this ranting all over the space. Oh, the governors are receiving more money than they were receiving before Tinubu became president. Therefore, they should be grateful to Tinubu. In fact, this was amplified by the current Deputy Speaker of National House of Rep when they came to commission some project that Alex Oti did. And the guy, rather than focus on the project at hand, decided ranting aimlessly on why Alex Oti is not celebrating Tinubu and praising him for giving more allocation to Abia State than his predecessors. And I want us to do this factually. Ignorance is a bliss and many are riding it. Bible says my people perish for lack of knowledge. I am so surprised because even the so-called intellectuals, pseudo-intellectuals, do not even understand what the time real intrinsic value of money is. I did a post on my Facebook page. One Ben Udechuku said, call it Voodoo economics. Let me break it down. For those of you who are so intellectually daft and bereft of understanding writing, let me see if breaking it down orally will help you to understand. As at 2015, 2016, within the first 2 years, Abia State was receiving on average about 37 points. In fact, on the first 4 years of Chicago's government, Abia State was receiving an average of about 37.9 billion naira as FAAC allocation. Using the exchange rate then, it was equivalent of $179 million. As at that time, a bag of rice was, 2018, a bag of rice was about, 2016, 2017, 2016, a bag of rice was about 11,000. Minimum wage was about 30,000. Within the first tenure of Ibazu as governor. As at that time, a bag of rice was 11,000, a bag of cement was 2,000. A civil servant on a minimum wage of 30,000 could actually buy 15 bags of cement, could actually buy 2.5 bags of rice and still have change. Today, at the minimum wage of 70,000, a civil servant cannot buy 1 bag of rice. One good locally milled rice that is stone-free, that is fully polished. Today, a bag of cement is about 10,000. A road construction project that cost 1 million naira in 2015, 2016 will require 5 times the same cost to construct based on the cost of raw materials. What I expect these guys to be arguing, just like what Hopos of them managed in Imo State by increasing minimum wage to 104,000, is to implore the governors to increase minimum wage of civil servants to 130 to 150,000 to meet the purchasing power of when it was increased 30,000, because as at the time their salary was started, it was equivalent of about $120 to $150, which today, if you're to use the current exchange rate, the minimum wage should be about 120, 130, 140, 150,000 naira per month. But you see them, clap for Tinubu. Tinubu gave us value. As at that time, in fact, the purchasing power of the naira has eroded by almost 350 to 400% from May 29, 2023 till now. Let me give you an example. As a senior executive investment banker in 2007, my salary was equivalent of about $170,000 in dollar terms. My salary without bonuses. My salary could buy 5-6 brand new cars and I will still have change in 2007. Clean salary. That salary today is equivalent of about 222 million naira per annum. There's no bank MD in Nigeria that is earning that kind of money. There's no bank director that is earning that kind of money because of the erosion of the value of naira. In fact, most bank DGMs today cannot even afford brand new cars. They give them money to go and buy Tokombo cars as their official status cars because of the erosion of the value. So when you see the volume of works Dr. Alex what they have done in 2 years, it's not because he got more allocations. It's because he prudently applied those resources and had less in the political diabolis to set up. He owed his emergence to the good people of Abia. And that wonderful and erudite, godly professor, Nendoti. He owed his ascendancy to power to God first, to Ndiabe second, who voted him, and to Professor Nendoti for protecting that vote from the hawks and the hyenas and the vultures who swooped at the last days of the election to steal the results. So, when you see people argue, there's no governor today who is actually collecting more monies in value in terms of real value of the naira then than now. These are facts. And I say it again, as a senior executive investment banker, middle management staff, not even a DGM, my salary take-home pay was enough to buy 3, 4, 5, 6 brand new cars. Today, DGMs in the bank cannot even buy brand new car. My salary then, as a middle management staff in a bank, is more than the staff of the MDs of banks today. People were coming back from Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan Chase, World Bank to come and work here in Nigeria because Obasanjo left behind a robust economy that was growing at 6.5% GDP growth per annum, that had a reserve of about $47 billion. Reserve that is not encumbered by liabilities because Obasanjo took out the liabilities. It's not today when they will tell us, oh, we have a reserve of $43 billion. Whereas the external debt is equivalent of about $45 billion. So if we are to net off what we are owing for what we have, we actually have net foreign reserve. But when Obasanjo left power in 2007, Obasanjo left behind net foreign reserve of about $47 billion without any external debt and liabilities, because Obasanjo cleared out the external debt that was left behind by the military. So when you see people talk out of ignorance, have pity on them. For to Ben Udechuku and the rest of them, Dr. Nemeko Obreri is not a voodoo economist. Let me tell you, without sounding modest, I'm one of the smartest investment bankers out of Africa. Dispassionately, without emotions, without any awareness, without pandering to any political or social or moral, sentimental sentiment. I chew and eat facts and statistics. Before I go on air to write or talk, I do my research in and out. If you ask anybody who understands numbers, they will tell you, this guy is spewing undiluted, incontrovertible facts. The value of the FAAC and Jack that it has received in terms of real value is more valuable than the volume that Alex is able to. But the only difference between Alex and Ikpeazu was surrounded by all manner of godfathers who were making him. He was contributing to all manner of political settlement. Uti has no godfather to settle. Uti is dedicated. I am not saying Uti is a saint too. I have heard people talk about how the projects are overinflated and whatever. But the truth is, I am saying it in tangible terms. What Uti is receiving in real value is less than what Ikpeazu received. The only difference, Uti is channeling all the resources to building Abia State, and the numbers are showing, and the impacts are being shown, and there is no cho about it. So when anybody asks you to clap, governors are receiving more allocation, local government chairmen are look at the person and spit on his faces, or on his face, and spit on their faces. The person is dumb. He's a moron, capital moron. Morons don't understand what true and intrinsic value of money is. And I repeat it again. A senior manager in a bank in 2007, one of the top 5 banks. Today, the salary then equivalent is more valuable than the salary of bank MDs. You can keep on fooling yourselves. Facts are facts. Facts are unassailable. Facts are sacrosanct. God bless you.